Hello! This is a very different video than I would normally make because I usually make clean versions of songs I really like. But I really like musicals. Of my top 10 favorite musicals, I'm going to say my favorite song and my least favorite song, and why for both. Let's get started. First musical is the number 10 spot. I'm going 10 to 1. So in the number 10 spot is Next to Normal. I don't want to seem like a LARPer. I have watched Next to Normal 2 times. The first time I watched it, it was like a college version. I don't think anything was different, but like it was a college who did the musical, and they did amazing. But I didn't really like connect with it until I watched it with my dad. I watched it with my dad, and I watched the Broadway version. I hadn't seen the Broadway version the first time I looked it up, so that's why I didn't watch the Broadway version first. But then I found it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good! So I mostly like Next Normal for its storyline. That's the thing. I like some of the songs. I like I'm Alive. I like I Am the One. I like Didn't I See This Movie? I like... doesn't matter. There's like so many songs. But I don't really know what my least favorite song from it is. I'd have to say like maybe Everything Else. I don't know. But my favorite song is probably Superboy and the Invisible Girl, because that always gets stuck in my head. That's a really hard one for me to say my least favorite one, because none of them are really bad. It's an awesome score. It's like awesome music all around. Okay, that segment was pretty quick, but I promise you I'm gonna go into full detail about some of these musicals. And the number 9 spot is Bonnie and Clyde. I love Bonnie and Clyde's soundtrack. It's kind of like Grease, not in the storyline, but well, somewhat in the storyline, but they don't have similar storylines. They just have like similar ways they convey the storyline. Because in Grease, when I watched it, I was like, okay, this has good music, but like the storyline is basically they just are like forbidden from loving each other. And I don't know, it was just kind of, no offense to Grease fans, I don't know, the storyline was just really boring to me. I love the songs from Grease, but the storyline just didn't do it for me. Bonnie and Clyde is similar, but the storyline is Jeremy Jordan, so... Oh, speaking of Jeremy Jordan, I have a flag of him right there. Sorry, it's dark. Wait. Oh, jeez. Okay, anyways. So Bonnie and Clyde, the thing is, they have like songs. They have like 5 songs that are just like Bonnie and Clyde like confessing their love to each other, which is awesome, but also like we get it. But they make up for it because the songs are delicious. I have to say that my favorite song from Bonnie and Clyde, this is really weird, I think, but When I Drive. That's such a good freaking song. Either When I Drive or Raise a Little Hell. But I don't know, just When I Drive is like such a groovy and fun song, and I love it. My least favorite is really hard because I don't listen to all of the songs. There are some songs I skip. Like I never listened to the prologue. I never listened to like Made in America. And then I don't know, I feel like I listened to most of it though. Like I like Picture Show. I don't really listen to This World Will Remember Me. I listen to This World Will Remember Us, because This World Will Remember Us is delicious. That's the song after Raise a Little Hell, right? Yeah. It's just an awesome soundtrack. Oh my gosh, please listen to the Bonnie and Clyde soundtrack. You don't even need to watch the musical, but the music, delicious. At number 8, we have Beetlejuice. So I actually did Beetlejuice Jr. last year. It's such a good musical. My favorite Beetlejuice song, Fright of Their Lives. That song's not even in the junior version, but when I listened to it, I was like, why is this not in the junior version? I love it. And then my least favorite is Barbara 2.0. I'm so sorry. That's also not in the junior version, so maybe that's why I just like wasn't familiar with it. But when I listened to Barbara 2.0, I was like, this is so boring. I'm sorry. It is though. There's honestly not much to say about Beetlejuice. It's just amazing. It's a great movie to musical. Number 7 is The Outsiders. So I actually saw The Outsiders live. It wasn't with the Broadway cast. I didn't go to Broadway. It was in Boston. But it was awesome. And that was actually the first time I ever heard the songs. I think my favorite song from The Outsiders is probably Stay Gold. It's very basic, but it's such a good song. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to The Outsiders music other than Stay Gold, Runs in the Family Reprise, and then Great Expectations, because my mom loves Great Expectations. But yeah, that's really it. I'm sorry. I feel like most people say this, but my least favorite song from The Outsiders, Tulsa 67. Yeah. I skip a lot of The Outsiders songs, though. I promise we're gonna get to musicals where I, like, don't skip any songs. But right now, I do skip a few songs. At number 6, we have Hamilton. I adore Hamilton. There's actually not a lot of, like, there's not, like, bad songs in Hamilton, but I do have least favorites. So, my favorite song from Hamilton, that's hard. I love Wait For It. I just love Aaron Burr as a character so much. He's my favorite character. I love him. I don't know. Maybe The Room Where It Happens. Or Nonstop. I'm just gonna say Wait For It. Because Wait For It's awesome. And then my least favorite song, I don't know. What's it called? Oh, Best of Wives and Best of Women. Because it's just like 30 seconds. Not much to say about Hamilton because everyone knows Hamilton. Number 5, Dear Evan Hansen. This is also a song, this is also a musical that I don't want to seem like a LARPer on. I have watched Dear Evan Hansen twice as well. I watched it once, I only watched the movie musical once, and then I watched the movie musical again with my dad. And that's basically all the times I've watched it. It is a good musical though. It's very good. I like it for its storyline, just like I like Next to Normal for its storyline. I love Dear Evan Hansen for its storyline. It's such an interesting plot. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know who can think of that. I'm gonna be real, the only song that I really listen to, like, on a daily basis from Dear Evan Hansen is Waving Through a Window. Which is very basic of me, but that's okay. That's okay. I really like For Forever. I like Sincerely Me. I think my favorite song is Waving Through a Window. But my least favorite, I'd have to say So Big, So Small. I don't know if people like that one, but I don't. When I watched the movie musical, I didn't like how she sang it. I'm sorry to the actress. I just didn't particularly like her voice, but she was a very good actress. Oh, we're getting to the good stuff. So next is Legally Blonde. So I actually just finished Legally Blonde Jr. yesterday. It was my second and last show. It was so fun! Oh my days! I love Legally Blonde with a passion. It is an amazing musical. Oh my gosh. There isn't really, like, songs that I necessarily hate from Legally Blonde. My favorite song from Legally Blonde has to be Take It Like a Man. I've seen people say that their least favorite is Ireland. Are you kidding? I've literally seen people say that Ireland is like a sleeper song. Ireland is an awesome song. Paulette is an awesome character. I don't understand that. But I think the reprises, like Serious Reprise, Ireland Reprise, I do like Ireland Reprise though. So I'd have to say my least favorite song either has to be Serious Reprise or What You Want. I'm sorry. It's too long. An exception is Chip on My Shoulder, because I love Chip on My Shoulder. That's my second favorite. That's an exception. But I don't like how long What You Want is. It's just like, ugh. I don't know. It's just boring to me. It's boring to listen to. But everything else, it's a beautiful musical. I love Legally Blonde so flippin' much. Alright, so number 3, I'm kind of undecided between 1 and 3. I love both of these musicals so much. You'll understand more when I get to number 1. But anyways, falsettos. I love falsettos so much. I love the story. I love the songs. I love the characters. I love the actors. I love every flippin' thing about falsettos. So it's gonna be really hard to say my favorite song. But I do know what my least favorite song would probably be. I need a second to think about this. This is actually so difficult. Okay, I figured out my favorite one, but honorable mentions, because I have to do honorable mentions for this musical, because this is like the best musical ever. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So, honorable mentions, The Games I Play, You Gotta Die Sometime, What Would I Do, The Thrill of First Love, The Chess Game, The Baseball Game, For Jews. There's so much more, but those are like my honorable mentions. And my favorite one has to be A Day in Falsetto Land, because that's also an exception for a long song, because that's like an 8-minute song, but it's delicious. I'm sorry, it's delicious. Okay, so least favorite is really difficult. There's like a few songs that I do skip and I don't really listen to, so I couldn't tell you like any of the lyrics probably. One of them is Holding to the Ground. I think it's just like a kind of useless song. I think they use that song so they can like set change or something, or they just make the song because it is a pretty song. All of the falsetto songs are so beautiful. That's one of them, but that's like, I don't hate that song. Both Miracles of Judaism, I don't really like. They're like a minute long anyways, but I don't know. It's like Best of Wives and Best of Women. It's not even a song, it's just like words. That's basically all it is. The Miracles of Judaism are probably my least favorites, but other than that, the whole musical is delicious. And now we're on number 2, which is Something Rotten. I love Something Rotten. I can't. My main dream role is from Something Rotten, and that's Shakespeare. I want to be William Shakespeare so flippin' bad. It's really hard to say what my favorite song is, because, well, that's not really true. I mean, I love Hard to Be the Bard. I love Willpower. Willpower is delicious. This is a unique one because I love the storyline. I love Christian Borle. I love the songs that I do listen to, but most of the soundtrack I do not listen to. Like Right Hand Man, that's not on my soundtrack. But I'm gonna add it there because I was gonna use that as my audition song for Paulette. I did not get Paulette for Legally Blonde, but I was gonna use that as my audition song, but instead I used Ireland, and I still did not get it. That's okay. But when I listened to it, I was like, ooh, I like this song. So I like Right Hand Man. The songs like the Black Plague one, or like the title song, Something Rotten / Make an Omelet, I've probably listened to that once. Like that full song, I probably listened to that once. So I apologize to my other Something Rotten fans. I adore Something Rotten, but I just don't listen to some of the songs. So I'm gonna say that my favorite is Willpower. I'm gonna say, give me a sec, because I need to look at the song list. Okay, so I just looked at the song list, and I feel so stupid because I forgot a musical, and I forgot Bond Was Gonna Be on Top. I like both of those songs too. And I also like I Hate Shakespeare. But that's like a sleeper song. Like, it's only like 3 minutes, which is a normal time for a song. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't really deserve to be like your favorite song. I mean, if that's your favorite song from Something Rotten, good for you. I don't know. It's not like, oh my gosh, I love that song so much, but I love Willpower so much. But my least favorite, The Black Death, that's what it's called. It's not The Black Plague, sorry. The Black Death, that's like a 30-second song, I think, or somewhere around that. And then It's Eggs. I don't really like the title song either, which is bad. I also wasn't able to listen to Thine Own Self. I don't remember one time I listened to Thine Own Self or to We See the Light. The only time I probably listened to it was when I was watching the slime tutorial. And then when I was like, okay, let me listen to the soundtrack so that I can, hear it up close instead of like a horrible quality video. I'm gonna say my favorite is Willpower and my least favorite is The Black Death or It's Eggs. One of those two. And now we're on number 1, and this is where we come back to falsettos, because I adore falsettos with all my heart, but I also adore what my number one spot is, which is Newsies. I adore Newsies. Newsies was my first ever professional musical, but it was Newsies Junior. It wasn't like the Broadway version. But I was able to watch the Broadway version, and I was like, ooh, the guy who plays Jack is handsome. And yeah, that's how I got this. My family got me that, like, this Christmas, I think. No, it was 2 Christmases ago, I think. I don't know. So, I think my favorite song from Newsies has to be Santa Fe. It's basic, I know. I know. But it's just a good song. It was either Santa Fe or Once and For All. And those are pretty basic songs, but they're just delicious songs. I can't argue with that. And my least favorite, probably, I don't even know the name of it because it wasn't in the junior version, but the villain song, Pulitzer's song, I don't know what it's called, but I'll find out what it's called after and put it up here. I just don't care about that song because it wasn't in the junior version, so I just don't care. But I also like Letter from the Refuge. Where is that, bro? Because in the junior version, there's not like a big Santa Fe. There's no like oh, bad. But there's not like a big like Santa Fe only song. It's Santa Fe / Letter from the Refuge, which is Crutchy's Letter. So yeah, that was my top 10 musicals, my least favorite song, and my favorite song from all of them. The reason I said that Newsies and falsettos might be swapped, I don't know. Maybe Something Rotten has to go at 3. But then again, I love Something Rotten. I don't know. I love falsettos. And I love Newsies, but I don't have as much of an obsession with Newsies as I do with falsettos anymore. I don't know, it's just old news. And I love Christian Borle so much. He's my wallpaper right now. My wallpaper used to be Jeremy Jordan. I'm so sorry. I love both of them with all of my heart. But right now, it's Christian Borle that's feeding into my obsession. I still love this man, though. I just have to keep reminding everyone. He's right there. He's listening to our conversation. Thank you for watching, though. I know this is very different than what I post. Maybe I can change this account into a musical account because I love musicals very much. So, yeah.